Hi everyone, Lewis here. I want to talk about a film which, as I recall, is a horror film called Barbarian, which has just come out today in the UK. It's been out in America for a while, and it's just come out here just in time for Halloween, which is quite nice. As I record this, it's the 28th. Yeah, I've heard quite a bit about this film over the past couple of months. I think it's been out in America for a while, and I think it's just come to streaming in America. And I've tried to avoid stuff because all the things I have seen have said know as little as possible going into this movie, like go in quite blind. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen the movie, then I'm not going to spoil anything. But if you want to go in completely fresh, then by all means, just click like and then leave this video and then come back later, maybe, please. But yeah, I won't give even much context or anything. So I went to see the movie. I had accidentally seen a trailer, so I knew like one actor was in it because they put the trailer on YouTube without saying what it actually was, which made me click on it because I was like, how have they not put the title of the movie in this? But luckily that was a little while ago, so I don't remember too much, and I realised about halfway through the trailer what it was going to be, even though I hadn't seen anything else. But luckily the trailer didn't give too much away, so I was still fairly fresh going into this. And I was a little bit nervous about it because I thought, like, the way everyone's talking about this movie, I was thinking like this is going to be something quite unique and quite special, just the way people have been talking about it. And yeah, so I went to check it out opening day, and yeah, I liked it. It wasn't as groundbreaking as I thought it was going to be, but I put that more on the talk around it rather than the movie itself. So I'm not holding the movie to account for anything like that. I just think sometimes when things are talked up quite a lot, you do kind of have an image in your head. But I'm normally pretty good at kind of downplaying that to myself now, kind of thing, so I can go into things as, like I say, as fresh as possible. But that being said, I did really like this movie. I thought it was really cool. I'd say that the first, I kind of want to say the first act, but really it's kind of the first, almost like probably half of the movie. I had a difficult time gauging how much time had passed in this film, and the first half is genuinely quite scary, I found, and I thought, wow, is this going to be the whole movie? Because this is pretty tense, and kind of every horror movie kind of has that bit where you don't quite know the score and don't quite know what's going on. Not the musical score; it's just it's a sports term. Yeah, and you kind of, when you actually figure out what is actually going on and you see what's happening, it kind of becomes less scary. But the first, I say, at least half an hour of this movie, if not longer, is like very, very tense and very well done. And I don't think the kind of the midpoint of the movie ruins that in any way at all. I think it just kind of becomes a bit more something else, not drastically, but you kind of know what's going on, kind of thing. And yeah, but I really thought that first bit was really good. Like, I was really gripped by it, and then I still liked it even when there's kind of a bit of a shift in that. But they do a good job of ramping up that tension and then releasing it a little bit, and then when you get to that certain point, they kind of have to build it back up again. So they let kind of the tension go, and then they kind of change a little bit and then build it back up again, which is quite nicely done. I thought it was really good. But yeah, I had a really good time with this. I think it wasn't as like messed up as I was expecting it to be. The way people were talking about it, I was like, okay, this is going to be something really, really dark or really edgy and that kind of thing. It's pretty grim. I'm not saying this is no walk in the park, but I think for general audiences, it probably will be a bit, not too much, but it will be one of those where it's kind of like, ooh, okay, wow. But I think if you've seen a fair few horror films, I don't think it'll be anything that's gonna blow your mind. That being said, I think if you're a horror fan, I think you'll enjoy it. But yeah, good performances across the board. I won't go too much into the performances because I don't want to risk giving away too much context and that kind of thing. But I thought everyone did a really good job. Um, Really good score. Everything's set up quite nicely. Yeah, I wouldn't really say there was anything in this movie that I kind of went, oh, that kind of brings it down a bit. I just thought it was really, really good, solid horror movie. And yeah, I had a good time with it. So, like I say, I think if you're a horror fan and you want to check this out, try not to know too much about it going in. Just go check it out. If horror's not really your thing, it might be a bit much. But you probably know that anyway. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Good solid movie. Two thumbs up. Leave a like. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and happy Halloween.